Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverages. A very nice, sweet chili salmon on a bed of whole grain rice. So welcome back to the game, and oh no wait, that was for lunch. This is an iron brew. Either way, welcome back to the game, and previously we were doing some more building. We were obviously building up here for cell block, is that E? A, B, C, D, E. Yes, even though we're still on cell block D grant-wise, because obviously we're not going to complete that one. But either way, we got that built. We had tunnels, and we also did the sort of meeting room here. We are running more programs than ever before, even though reform is, well, it's not at its worst, but it's certainly not at its lowest. It's on 39%, and sadly, oh no, actually, that's looking good. This was a minus 9,000 at one point, the released prisoners, but we're on net positive 5,000, so something is working. Either way, this one we're going to do, I think we're going to do a bit of an odd job type of thing. So we did plan off this, which is going to be a workshop, followed by a chapel down the bottom. We've still got flooring to go in the meeting room, in the canteen. We've got this sort of annex here, which needs to be built, and flooring here and there and everywhere. And yeah, also I did discuss potentially putting in death row here, which to be fair we have now got unlocked, but almost certainly we won't have available. No, it is unavailable, but we'll see how we get on. Specifically, we're going to look at this area first. This is going to be a workshop, so let's go over to prison and manufacturing facility, and I want to put in, what do I want to put in? I think I want to put in walls and doors, and we're going to use the wall overgrown here, so we'll go clicky clicky draggy draggy, do it like that, and then doors, and then a standard door is going to go actually in the corner there. The reason for that is actually back over to walls. I'm going to place in a wall overgrown there. And before anything else, we're going to put in a metal detector like so. Now, the power grid should be able to handle this one. This is a power station here with the capacitor at max plus. Remember, we're not doing green energy on this one, and that's a shame because it's really, really good. It just makes you a lot of money and works, and I just like the idea of it in general anyway. So, yeah, overall, it's pretty good. Let me just put a bit of lighting in this one, and we're going to see the workers come and add in all of this as well as the wall, and then we're going to go with a workshop. Now obviously this will allow prisoners to work. Naturally, that is obviously the name of it, and that's all good. It's not enclosed, we need to place it there. Okay, so how much have we got? 27,000 generic units of currency. So workshop saws, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I don't think I'll be able to build all of these. Will we be able to get them all in? We will not. So I'm going to stop there just so we can save a little bit of money. And the what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down like so. I'm not going to have any solar panels in this one. Actually, probably there should be fine. There and there should be fine. Anyway, that's all done. And you know what? Let me just finish putting in the presses. We've got one more to go, but it's not going to go. There we go. We now have the money. And you know what? Let's just put in the carpenter tables as well. So power-wise, we will run up like so. That will have all of that now connected, and that one will be connected automatically when this is installed. So there we go. Obviously, we need to assign people to it. We'll see how we get on there. Produce 30 license plates is the prison manufacturing facility grant. So let's yeah, go ahead and check out logistics, prison labour, see if there's any prison labour anywhere else. We've got obviously prison labour in the laundry, in the cleaning cupboard, in the shop here. We've also got the library in the middle, and then finally this thing here, which is max jobs 19, qualified prisoners is only 14. That's a bit of a shame, but I guess we can go for programs, and I'm going to probably stop the alcoholics group therapy because there's only one person on that one. We'll obviously turn it on if need be later on. There's workshop safety induction. It said it was, how many people? 38 interested in that one, but only one's actually on it. Yeah, typical. Anyway, so we'll see how we get on with that. We had a problem with escapes in the last episode, which is why I retroactively put in the perimeter wall as well as these extra doggo patrols. This guy's called Jinx the doggo, and the dog handler's called Morning. Not the time of day, the sad type morning. Anyway, let's see. Oh, that looks like Venny and Baker has been sent back to our facility. London Baker, is that their job title and location, or No, it is actually their name. And then Grace Nightingale and Riley Venny. Okay. Let's see about any traits. We haven't done that in a while. And, we have an ex-law enforcement. So we'll say protective custody and ex-prison guard, which is, I think it is Camilla Hale. Ex-prison guard, yes. Protective custody. And we have extremely quick, Storkle, quick, foodie, supplier, green thumb. A couple of unknown traits as well. There's an unknown trait over there. We'll keep sort of our eye out for getting that done. In fact, has it been identified already? Yeah, snitch. There you go. That is Alana Pennington, protective custody. Even though we've had these in the hang on, wait, that's the wrong person. Minimum, and it is Jessie Genwick. And there we go. That is now a correct assignment. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's Prisoner Chen. Yeah. That's unknown traits. Okay. Let's say, keep an eye out for all of that one. See if this unknown trait as well ends up being something of note for us. You can see ex-prison guard still allowed into the main body of the facility. It's just they need to eventually get escorted over here. Deployment is all fine, and money's just flown right up. Why is that? Grant completion payment. Is that... oh, it's from the workshop. Okay, that is really, really good. All right. Is there any other grants we can do? There's another grant we've just got, which was, I think it was... I'm pretty confident that was to do... let's see. Grant advance... Grant completion. That'll have been the general education qualification. 3 passed, 37%. We only needed 1 to pass that, so that's really good. Okay, fine. Let's put this money to good use and put in a bit of flooring, actually. So flooring and the stone here. And I've been meaning to put some flooring in and around this area for quite some time, just because obviously this is where we've got some, some staff, and we just want the speed to be there. And do I want to put in some more? Yeah, I do want to put in some more flooring in and around here. The reason for that is it'll massively help out when it comes to the speed of the patrols. So yeah, we've got in the canteen, which has not got a flooring, so I will have to sort that. We've used mosaic for the most of it. Let me go with... Do I go with fancy tiles? You know what we haven't used? The checkered flooring. Let's put the checkered flooring in here. Let's see what it looks like. It's a bit bright, if I remember rightly. Fancy tiles will go in here because why not? And down these parts, we're going to go with white tiles like that, and then wooden flooring. So spending a lot of money here. Hopefully it's going to look pretty good. In the workshop, I'm going to go with maybe cargo floor or slacko. I think I can go with actually iron floor. Let's see what iron floor looks like. And then finally in this part, we're going to go with some wood flooring as well. Okay, so all good, all good. We could probably do with some more staff at some point. We have 20 regular guards, 16 available. But we have over 100 prisoners, 103. We can make more money if we added a death row. Yes, we can add a death row over here. Well, actually, we could have it there or wherever. There's many places for it, but that's the one we've sort of looked at and went, that's probably going to be, if we are going to build death row, where it's going to go. So I'm just leaving this empty because I don't want to have to redo it. Anyway, over to the chapel, and we're going to build this up. Let's see, the objects first will be some lighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that is surprisingly okay. It is a 6 by something. Why do we have the chapel like this? There's no reason why we can't, and have the pews like that. There's no reason why we can't. Bit different. Prayer mats go in this area like that. That'll probably do. So produce 10 superior beds. Have we got anyone on the carpentry apprenticeship? Five are interested, so we can run that one. Alcoholics group 10 in the queue. I'm going to run that as well. Spiritual guidance I need to run as well. Conflict resolution in a meeting room, we can start that. So hopefully all of this is working towards better. Average refriending rate is 34%. Okay. Reform prisoner initiative. Prisoner reoffending rate. I'm going to pick up the prisoner reoffending rate. That is to reduce it to 30%. I've mentioned this in the past, but I will repeat myself for matter of certainty. Basically, when you have that grant, it doesn't mean get under it, it does mean actually hit 30, which is a bit of an oversight, but it will hopefully get there with all of our help. Money is actually pretty good. It's rolling in quite nicely. Don't know if we will get the carpentry apprenticeship done in this episode or not, but we shall see. We've put in a lot of flooring and lots of orders, and we're just waiting for all that to be completed. Just slow the pace a little bit while I check out, see if there's any noteworthy traits. Dealers, foodies, you got ex-prison guard over there, which they'll go, they're already set to protective custody, so that is fine. Dealers, quick, no, nothing of great note, okay. Oh, that's probably the most number of family members we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. That's good. That's really good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in protective custody. Okay. Anyway, everything's going all right. We haven't done a shakedown for quite some time. Let's run one of those. And there you go. There's a tunnel. That's one of the reasons why I was going to do a shakedown, because I thought, yeah, we haven't searched for quite some time. Certainly, there's a chance of finding a tunnel, and there has been. 5,000 for prisoner release reward. Average reoffending rate has dropped again by another percent to 33, and we're on net positive 5 grand. So that's all good. And oh, okay, that's interesting. In fact, that is genuinely interesting. What's happened there? So this is a communal tunnel. This is the problem of putting the cells so close to one another. Look at that tunnel there. Okay. They've obviously started to dig together, but they're heading down. Why would they do that? Because we've got the perimeter wall there. So the AI has decided that the best way out is down. And would it be across? I would have thought that up and across would have been quicker. This is where sometimes you do actually think, I really wish I'd not detected that, just to see what route it would have taken. Appears to be down and across. But the shortest route would have been up. But that's assuming that it started here. It might have started there. In which case, it's pretty much right in the middle, so it can go either way. I don't know. Obviously, the AI's decided to rush it that way. But there you are. So just prioritise the removal of all of that. I am going to... Do I want to hire any more workers? Not really. We don't really need to do it. There's no big priority to rush through it. You know, it's based on time, and that's, if we've got anything, it's time. So, actually, what we do have is a backload of trucks, as we can see. So there will be some inmates coming in that'll be sitting on a truck, so we might have a bit of a problem there. Let's see how we get on. Early release prisoner reward, which is good. Reform program session, minus $1,500. Our work is still cracking on over here. Yes, they are. It's just loads and loads of concrete. Yeah, lots of foundation. Probably a lack of food as well, I would imagine, because of how we've done this one. You know what? I am actually going to hire some more workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got the money, and although I think it's an accurately state that we've got, you know, all the time we need. What we don't have is, yeah, we don't want a backlog, because you can get that issue where you get double inmate arrival. And although it was only a couple of inmates, you know, if it backs up even further, it could prove to be a bit of an issue. Sort of just occurring to me just how much flooring I've ordered them to place all the way around here. Everything in the canteen, everything in the workshop, all the chapel stuff, meeting room, everything down here, the visitation. We started off obviously on the right here as well. So basically there's a lot we've we've asked them to do. So yeah, it's understandable. You can see they're all still placing the stone here, which is good. Do you want to set up automatic tunnel search on schedule? I don't think we need to. What we're on 33% reoffending rate. Okay. Can we actually sell some shares? We can sell some shares. Selling that would net us 32,000, which is all right. It's pretty good at least. There's Camilla Hale. Found luxuries, found weapons, found luxuries again. All right. Let's go with another check here. Quick, extremely deadly, dealer, foodie, quick, suppliers. Nothing of great note. We've got ex-prison guards, federal witnesses, and a snitch. And still a huge backlog on the front here. I think we're getting to the end of it, though. You see, just as another truck comes in. Still all around here to build. Obviously, there's this this little annex, this other room, which I'm going to put some toilets in one side and some sort of sinks and mirrors on the other, perhaps. Yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing. Here is the intake again. Just waiting for the workers to build more. There's another couple of workers, which I've just seen exports gone. So that's one of the advantages, obviously, of having a workshop. We've done a build in the past that's all about Work Island, in fact, I believe it was. And we made a ridiculous amount of money, although not as much money as the last couple of series where we've focused on green energy. That is just a license to print money. Green energy, especially if you go early with it and you sell all of the power stations and capacitors and stuff like that, it really is a license to print generic units of currency. Danger level is going up. I'm guessing there's a big need for food. Yeah. See, what's happened there is because I've spammed flooring, there's still trucks with food on them waiting to be unloaded. And yeah, if you've got the kitchen, yeah, you can see there is nothing in the fridge. The pantry is completely bare. Alright. So, we'll see. Looks like people are working in the workshop. Saws and presses. Carpenter table eventually as well. It says they're working, but they're not actually doing anything. That's because, again, we're still waiting for supplies. Well, hopefully they're on the back of it now. There's all food coming in. And there's the intake, which is a double intake, but it's still okay. Still isn't a problem. Let me go with planning and walls here and just remove that. Don't think there's any other planning removal to be done. Deliberately not buying anything because I want to run the clock down on these delays here. There's some returning inmates. Okay. It's fine. Looks like the truck situation is pretty much sorted now. So I'm gonna get rid of some staff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna keep 10. It should be fine. And right, continue on with some building, shall we? Over to here and to toilets and sink and mirror. Go on that side, and then what in the middle? Big TV so they can watch. I mean, it's probably not as stupid as you think. A big TV there, because you know when they're using the facilities, they can check out old episodes of Blast of Some Wine or something. Other TV shows are available that may have better reference. Anyway, close that up, plumb it in. All good. How is the power situation? That's jumped up a lot since we added all of the flux saws and presses, but you would expect that. Really. So, all good. So at least now, you know, we've got all these toilets and sinks in here. So, again, they can look after the needs there. Oh, there's the chapel. So the chapel's in. Let's go with Programs. And spiritual guidance, 38 was in the queue there. So that's good. Needs-wise, there's still a huge need for literature, even though we've got the library. Okay. Well, fine. Over to flooring. Wooden floor. And wooden floor we go. And then there's over here. Quick build, custom, cloning. And in it goes. The last normal cell block of the build. I say normal because we've still got over here to do. Don't know what it's going to be, but we've still got it to do. Originally I said we're going to have family cells, protective custody, and potentially death row. If we do death row, I'm going to put it in here. Doesn't need to be much bigger than that. Certainly doesn't need to be 12 death row cells. I mean, if we go to into it, we probably don't even... Yeah, we don't even have death row. It's completely unavailable. I think the way you get them is by... Yeah, is by... let's see what it says. Death row inmates require specifically designed death row cells before they're able to be transferred to your prison. The death row intake is also a lot slower than regular intake, and you won't always be get increased to the death row pool. These inmates are few and far between. I think it's based on the sex. So if you've got, say, if you just got all minimum, then chances are very low chance of death row. And then medium max, sup max, it increases as you go on. Let me double check, and oh yeah, there we go. We've got a snitch and ex-prison guard. Okay, so it's a good job we checked this one. So that's Eva Mattel and Caitlin Griffin. Okay, just looking on the right there. Have a look around here. No, that's all good. It's all good. So how many have we got now? Protective custody 9. 9 protective custody inmates. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, how are the workers? Doing alright. What's happening there? Snitch to do escort to cell. Oh yes. And I think there was a pop-up there. I think there was a pop-up for finding a tunnel, or at least the dog sniffed it out. But it's probably a false one. We hope. Tunnel search. Well, there's one over there. I didn't think it was there. I thought it was further down. But it's already been fruitful and worth it to search this. You don't always find them. In fact, it's, in my experience, you don't have a huge amount of luck finding them with tunnel searches. But there you go. So what could this be then? It's not going to be another family cell. We don't need it. How many family cells do we have? 12. How many family members do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 6. Better check the pool hall, see if there's one there. No. So, you know, we've got that. We don't need another one. We've then got the common room and protective custody in here in the middle, and also potentially death row. So that leaves this with no purpose. Rooms. I mean, last time we did technically do farming, and it was more of a technical side of it. Could do restaurant or a bakery. Don't need a training room, we've already got one. Don't need a cinema. Cage, if I've built one. I can't remember when. Probably when it came out we built one. For prisoners that are in solitary confinement, outdoor unit used for exercise whilst maintaining the prisoner's exclusion from other inmates. Yeah, we just don't need it. Mail room. We could split this room up like the others. Very possible. Forestry we're ruling out. We could have a mail room and a gym. To be fair, the gym is not needed, and we should probably put something else in the yard. I say something else. Something. Anything. It's, I was also going to do the flooring, but that was like several episodes ago. Like put the different bits of flooring in to make it look a bit different, but yeah. Again, waiting for the build, so there's a lot more going on here on the truck. Okay, so just waiting for them to finish off. I can see they're putting all of the stuff in. That's good. I do want to put in the patrol, but I don't want to accidentally right-click and break it. So I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to let it crack on. Do its own thing. Yeah. Still have the solitary to finish off. Let's have a quick look at needs. Needs are actually alright. Spirituality, literature and luxuries. Bit of an issue there. Some provision for clothing to be made. And there's a critical need for exercise. That leans into what I talked about here, putting something in the yard. Because I think the only way for the prisoners to exercise is on these 8 gym mats. So now that I think of it, yes, obviously they can just go around and walk around the yard, but weights benches and such are probably going to be better at that sort of thing. Oh, there's a tunnel, and that is legit. Tunnel search all sectors once again. Goes quite far, goes to there. There's a tunnel, but not the one, not where I thought we'd find one. Okay. So, I'm going to go for roll call. So everyone goes to the front. So they're not in the tunnel anymore. Okay. The tunnel which is here. I think. Doesn't get to here though. Alright. They removed tunnels there. There's definitely something up here, wasn't it? Yeah, there you go. I'm going to dismantle that. Could be that. It was in fact that. There you go, another tunnel. This has been a series about tunnels. Lots of tunnels. So we'll prioritise the removal of that. I'll also put in the flooring there. Danger level is absolutely maxed out. Wow. There's a huge need for safety. What's gone on there? What has gone on there? How curious. Let's go to informants here. There's another snitch. Intelligence informants. That's Jesse DeLion, detective. Ex-law, Savannah Venning. And a couple of unknowns. 3 unknowns. Maybe 4. So actually, almost at capacity for protective. Alright. Well, over to utilities and electrical cable. We'll run this in. Like so. And water. And then wiring. Double connection. CCTV. And door control system. Aha. That's all good. Right. Well, I think we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next episode, I'll put in the patrols in here. We'll sort that out. We've got a bit more flooring to do. I'm going to finish off the solitary, even though we don't need it. And what's going on there? Elizabeth Humphreys is currently unconscious. That's suboptimal. I don't know what's went on there. Do they have any traits? They don't. Okay. Alright. As I said, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next time, we'll finish off Solitary, we'll put in the patrols on the right. Going to put something, maybe in the flower garden, but certainly in the yard. I definitely want to do that. And then we've got this room here, which I have not yet decided what it's going to be. I might go for another protective custody, because if we do put death row in, which is going to be here, that's going to take our cells down for protective custody to, what's going to take it down to 10, and we're on 9 now. And we've got more rivals. that's probably what I'm going to do. Build Death Row, then clone. We'll see how we get on. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.